Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley, for all you who are here in person and everybody online. Yeah, I just bless you all, and we're going to have a wonderful service today. And Suze Webster is going to be our speaker. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley. Wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are embraced here. We believe that we are co-creators with the divine and that you can change your life by changing your mind and your vibration. Ernest Holmes is the founder of our philosophy, and we teach universal truth distilled from the world's spiritual teachings, whether they be from the Bible, Buddhism, Deepak Chopra, Marianne Williamson, or the sutras of the yoga. And today we are having a great service, and our sound technicians are Frank and Gerardo. And our musical inspiration comes from Dina. And what else? Yeah, I am Joan McLaughlin. I'm the practitioner on duty. And if anybody has a need for prayer after the service, I am available with other practitioners who are also present. And who else? Who's doing the ushering today? Okay, Aaron, is doing the announcements, and he's the usher. And Fred is holding the high watch. And so at this time, I'd like to invite Aaron up for the announcements.
All right. Our weekly events. Yoga classes meet on Monday and Wednesday at 6:30. Yes. Dina Everson Williams will strengthen your mind and body with her class. Don't miss a chance to improve your health and your life with yoga. A $20 love donation is gratefully accepted. Stacy's New Moon Sound Bath is Sunday, December 15th at 7 p.m. Experience this immersive meditation experience for only $20 love donation. Sonically connect with the moon and enjoy the amazing sound of the crystal singing sound bowls. On Tuesday, December 17th, from 6 to 7:30, the monthly men's group meets. It is facilitated by our core council president, Frank Williams. It meets every third Tuesday of the month. The purpose of this group is to provide a safe and confidential space for men to gather and share their experience, fellowship, strength, and wisdom with their peers. Next Sunday is Bring Your Favorite Dessert Holiday Party. I just read what it says. Sunday after next is Bring Your Favorite Dessert Holiday Party, which is December 22nd. After service, sign up today and satisfy your sweet tooth. Bring some good stuff. If you make baklava, I would love that. After you eat, join us for Authentically Me Women's Group at 3 p.m. Every moment of this group is designed to bring joy and laughter to your life. Reverend Jessica Fish has a Zoom bereavement support group that meets on the fourth Saturday of every month. The next meeting is on December 28th from 1 to 3. The link is found on our website. It's also in the weekly email bulletin. And if you want to just clickety-clack, you can read it up from the bulletin and back. Did you know we had a compassionate care team? If you know someone who's in our spiritual community that's having health challenges, is in the hospital, or otherwise in need of support, please contact Joan McLaughlin. Is anyone here for the first time? All right. SB has a gift bag for you. There's an information card for you to fill out so we can send you our email bulletin. We're not going to spam you, just send you some information. Sign up and stay informed of the events and news at our center. Please give the card to one of our ushers or drop it in the offering basket at the end. Thank you, and let's give them a warm welcome. We have many ways to keep informed. The website, the best way to keep informed is centerforspiritualliving@Antelopevalley.com. For those of you who still like paper, there's a brochure in the back. And one last thing, as Joan said, our practitioners offer private personal prayer after the meeting up here in the sanctuary. So if you want to come up for prayer, feel free. It's amazing. If you're not, please leave quickly. Thank you.
And good morning, good afternoon, good day all day long. We are going to sing together, Blessing to the World by Karen Drucker. This is who we are. We are the gift, the giver, the receiver. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. Together. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to invite Tiffany up to light the candles. This is Lighting the Flames of Faith, a call to service. We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people and all faiths, all sentient beings, come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practice of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the 10th candle for all those who are as yet unaware of spirit in their lives, and for the space we are holding for them here at the center. As we light the healing candles, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to experience the healing flame of God's eternal love. Okay, thank you, Tiffany. Yeah, my reading today comes from the Science of Mind textbook written by Ernest Holmes. And this is chapter 20, and the title is What the Mystics Have Taught. And the question is, what is a mystic? A mystic is not a mysterious person, but one who has a deep inner sense of life and of his unity with the whole. Mysticism and psychism are entirely different. One is real, while the other may or may not be an illusion. There is nothing mysterious in the truth, so far as it is understood, but all things seem mysterious until we understand them. A mystic is one who intuitively perceives truth and without mental process arrives at spiritual realization. It is from the teachings of the great mystics that the best in the philosophy of the world has come. Who was there who could have taught such men as these? By what process of mentality did they arrive at their profound conclusions? We are compelled to recognize that spirit alone was their teacher, and they were indeed taught by God. Our great religions have been given by a few who climbed the heights of spiritual vision and caught a fleeting glimpse of the ultimate reality. No living soul could have taught them what they knew. And just keeping these words in mind, if you feel comfortable, just gently close your eyes and go within. And just recognize the power and the presence of God, which is surrounding us and lifting us to our highest good. And this is the power of love, the power of light, the power of peace, the power of healing, the power of abundance and prosperity, of all things good. And I just bless the proceedings of this service today, and I know that the God within me guides me to speak the words of Spirit. And our speaker today, Suze Webster, just inspires everybody who is here in person, everybody who's here online, and just the the essence of her speaking just spreads to the immediate community and to the world at large. And I just bless everybody involved in this service, the sound technicians, the ushers, the musicians, the practitioners, and I am just so grateful. I am so thankful to be a part of the Center for Spiritual Living Antelope Valley and all that it teaches. And I just simply let go and let God and allow it to be, as we say together, and so it is. Oh, did I lose my? Okay, I had my cell phone here. Oh, yeah. Okay, oh, I'm sorry.
Beauty in You. Karen Drucker. You can sing it to yourself or you can sing it to somebody else. But we can see it. Yeah, yeah. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you, and so it is. I see the child in you. I see the softness in you. I see the softness in you, and so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. I see the goodness in you. I see the wisdom in you. I see the strength in you, and so it is. I see the joy that's in you. I see your light shining through. I see the love that's in you, and so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. I see the goodness in you. I see the courage in you. I see the heart that's in you, and so it is. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you, and so it is. I see the beauty in you. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the power in you. And I see the greatness in you. I see the greatness in you. And I see the goodness in you. I see the goodness in you. Well, I see the wisdom in you. I see the wisdom in you. And I see the strength in you. I see the strength in you. And I see the joy, joy, joy. I see the joy in you. And I see your light shining, light shining in you. And I see the love that's in you. I see the love in you. And I see the grace that's in you. I see the grace in you. And I see the courage in you. I see the courage in you. And I see your heart shining, heart shining. And and so it is. Yeah, yeah, hey, and so it is. Sing. for your own life, yeah. And so it is. Claim it, own it, be that, right? That's what we do here. And so it is. Thank you.
Okay, and now it's my great pleasure to introduce our guest speaker today, Suze Webster, and here's her biography. Oh, yay. Yeah, Suze is a familiar face. She was a member of our center for many years, and she is also a friend of mine for many years, decades now. Yeah, okay. Suze Webster is a practitioner. She is a distinguished religious science practitioner emeritus and a frequent speaker at the North Hollywood Church of Religious Science. With 22 years of experience as a renowned Reiki master and sound healer, she actively engages in various spiritual pursuits, including women's conferences, online studies, and teaching. In addition to her spiritual endeavors, she operates a bookkeeping business. While some may refer to her as a witch or a unicorn, she graciously acknowledges, "Thank you. I honor all paths to God." So can we all give a big hand for Suze Webster?
Thank you, Jimmy. Whoops. Just threw her phone on the floor. Sorry about that. Good afternoon, everyone. It's nice to see some familiar faces and new faces as well. This came up like this. I got a call a couple days ago, and it was like, well, let's see, I'm going to the mountains, but I think I could be back in time. So here I am, because one of the things that I learned is when we say yes to life, life says, okay. And when we say, that's exactly what we get. So if you're not happy with what you're getting in your life, you have the opportunity to change that at any given moment. I love that we were doing Karen Drucker today. She's one of my sisters. I just love her music. So today, what is being a mystic in your family? So first, I wanted to look at what is a mystic. And the dictionary, I don't know which one, but the dictionary says a person who seeks contemplation and self-surrender to obtain unity contemplation and self-surrender to obtain unity with or absorption to a deity or an absolute, or who believes in spiritual apprehension of the truth that is beyond the intellect. And I love that because for me, Spirit, God, the divine, you will hear me use several names for the one almighty, whatever you want to call it. I don't care if you call it a doorknob. It's a feeling that you know that you have when you make that conscious connection. And how do we make that conscious connection? The contemplation is going within. And so we have so many tools, especially in the science of mind. Sorry, I'm moving, and I know you have a camera. My bad. Science of Mind teaches us meditation and prayer, and we have a specific way of doing prayer within the Science of Mind. However, that is not the only way to pray, because it upsets my heart when I hear someone saying, I'm not doing it right. And I say to them, are you talking with God? Are you having a conversation with God? And usually it's, yes, I think I am. Then you're doing it right. Because God doesn't judge us, we judge ourselves, right? So when we bring that conscious awareness, we are bringing that conscious awareness to the nothingness of the universe. Everything is one. Each and every person in this room and beyond, we are all one. And right now in this time, we are feeling a lot of conflict with what's going on in the world. And one of the things that came to me in meditation this last week, was because I don't want to get into that, because I'm then feeding that negative energy, that fear base, and that's raising that part of the consciousness, and that's not what we want. We want to raise the part of the consciousness of love and wholeness and knowing that no matter what is going on out in the world, that when we are doing what we need to do for ourselves, then we can spread that joy out into the world. That's raising that consciousness. And that's what we need to do right now. We need to look beyond the veil. Wizard of Oz, look behind the curtain. That crap behind the curtain is just that. It's all the falsehoods that we take into our lives, and we don't need any of that to move forward. So, meditation is a great, great, great tool. And one of the best kinds of meditation, and I love that we got silent, because it took me years to I have to sit in silence, learning to breathe in and breathe out. One of my spiritual practices is every Thursday I am in a darshan group, and we've been doing it since the pandemic started, and we are continuing. And one of those things is to take 5 deep breaths. You breathe in, you hold the breath, and as you release the breath, you let your shoulders go. And then the next breath in, you hold it, you let it go, you let your jawline go. And you move down your body, and by the 5th breath, you're in that centered space to where now you can have that conscious connection with your divine, and you can ask the question, what is it mine to do? And listen for the answer. That's the part that people usually forget. Oh, I got something, I forgot to write it down. Another question, what is it mine to give? What is it mine to give out into the world? How can I be of service? What is my highest and best in that being of service? Because when we are in service, we are calling that back to us, number one, but it's that receptacle. It goes round and round and round. That's what that circle is. The biggest thing I hear, especially with people that are new to meditation, I can't quiet my mind. I don't know how. There's guided meditations. Do you go hiking? Surprise, you're meditating. When you're out gardening, surprise, you're meditating. Even in driving, we're driving and we're like several exits, and all of a sudden there's our exit, and it's like, well, where was I in that moment? Right? We're like, how did I get here? I was just over there. Part of that is like when we train ourselves, and believe me, I've been in this philosophy for almost 40 years, so this didn't come overnight, but when you train yourself and you do it consistently, it falls into place with the grace, and that is what we're looking for. To do it with the diligence, regularly, I do it in the morning and in the evening. That's just me. I do it for about 30 minutes. That's just me. Start with 1 minute. Start with 2 minutes. There's guided meditations if you really want to be sitting in that stillness. Like when Joan gave us that meditation this morning. She guided us into that place, and then we got into that silence, and we could just be. For me, I think it's because I've been a Reiki master for so long, and I use it every day, and I just can do this, and I feel that connection. We all have that experience of oneness. And once you've had it, and you go, oh, that's what they were talking about, then we try to strive to get there. But guess what? Striving to get there always keeps it right out of reach. We have to remember who we are. There's nothing we need to take from the outside in to remember our oneness, our wholeness. So another question I had asked is, what is being a mystic? A person who claims to attain or believe in the possibility of attaining insight to mysterious transcending ordinary human knowledge as directed communication with the divine. So once you find that space where you can be still and you feel it, for me it's always in my heart chakra. I feel that love and I send that out to everyone that I go see in the world. So I'm going to share a life experience because for me, when a speaker talks and they're like, yeah, tell me how you've used this in your life. All sounds good, but how do I do it in practice in my everyday life? So Tuesday before Thanksgiving, I realized, well, you know, I'm going to bake over the holiday here, but I got to go to Costco. And it was Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And I was like, why didn't I go on Saturday or Sunday or yesterday? And I was like, okay, wait. And I sat down, put on one of my meditation tapes, and I did my 5 breaths. I was like, what is it I want to experience? Because I knew it was going to be chaos there. And I was like, I'm going to find a parking space, right? You know, I don't care if I have to walk, but I'm going to find a parking space. That's not going to be a problem. I'm going to get in, and when I go to pick up my medication, there's going to be nobody in line. I'm going to find all the different things that I need for my baking needs. I'm going to walk up, and I'm just going to pay and leave. And I know there's going to be chaos around me, and I just send love as I walk through the store. Sounds good, right? Got in the car, pulled into Costco, and there were tow trucks, 3 of them, towing people that had parked in the red zone. And I was like, oh, that's not very good. Okay, I'm going to find a space. So I go down one aisle, no space. Okay, you know, I told God I'm willing to walk. I'll go further out. And I came around the corner, and somebody pulled out. There was no one else, and then there I went. And I was like, wow, the door's right there. Well, isn't that interesting? Walked up to the pharmacy. There was no one there. Got helped in and out right away. The only thing I didn't find was the vanilla, but I got everything else. I walked, and I had been watching, you know, the lines are like, where's the end? And I was like, you know, I need a couple other things. I'm just going to keep going. And I walk out to where the lines are, and there's one person in front of me putting her stuff, and I'm like, where's everyone else? And I was like, okay, and I'm pushing out to my car, I'm like, thank you, God. Thank you. You know, the lottery would be nice, you know. Because when we get the things, then we always get a little bit greedy. That's our human nature. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. We get to have the discernment in our life of how we want to live our life. If I'm not happy, I'm the only one that can change that. Now, I can have people in my life, practitioners, ministers, my tribe. I can have them in my life and say, something's hitting the fan and I need help. And they will say, you know what, we'll pray you up until you're on your feet again. And that's how it works. That's part of being of service, right? And excuse me one moment because I've been talking so much. I left my water over there. So this direct communication with the divine. Can some show of hands, how many people know or have experienced that feeling of oneness? Yeah. And it's like a drug. Once you've had it, it's like, oh, I want more of that. And the way you get more of it is by your spiritual practices. So how is being a mystic in your family? You're doing all those things that we just talked about. You're doing the prayer, the meditation, the service. You're doing it all. And so you're really centered in yourself. And then there's those things called families. The people we live with or the people in your tribe. Because a lot of us have chosen families, right? Okay, so how am I going to be the mystic in the family? By the example. You do not have to do anything yourself. You know that the divine is residing within you and, pardon me, and within them. And so you can be the example, because that's how our kids learn. They mock after us, right? You cut the vegetables a certain way, the kid's going to cut the vegetables the same way, because that's what you've always done in your household. It's those little habits. Well, we can have those spiritual habits, and we can teach by example, and pretty soon what happens, they either fall away out of your life because they're not ready for their journey yet, and that's okay. Because it's not the end of the journey, it's the part of the journey getting to the end. I have a new client, and he said, but I've dealt with this problem, and I've dealt with this issue, and it just keeps popping up. I said, well, you've unpeeled one layer of that issue. So now we're going to go to the next step. But when? When is it going to be the end, he says. And I said, when you are dead, sir. And thank God we get to continue to learn, keep our knowledge going. You know, I would not have thought 40 years ago when I got into this that I would be standing speaking at churches, that I would be teaching classes, that I would be a healer and helping people move through their health issues. Those things never occurred to me. I was a bookkeeper. You know, so that's where I don't even know how that came together. I use both sides of my brain. So that line about being a witch, yep. Yep. Because what's magic? What's a prayer? Prayer's a spell, isn't it? If you want to look at it that way. You're asking something greater than yourself that you are already connected with. This is the thing that I need in my life, or that I'm striving towards. Please show me the way. And then we have to pay attention to the doors that are opening. Because a lot of us, you know what happens? One door closes, we get in the hallway, and we go, oh, there's a door, there's a door. Oh, geez, there's so many doors. I don't know which one to pick. Pick one. I don't care which one you pick, because whichever one you pick, that's going to be exactly what you need at that particular time in your life. Because a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, I want this and that, but this and that has to happen before this and that. And I'm just like, you need to get out of the way and let God work through you. You're giving so many things that you want or you need or this or that, and you're being in control in that. And I can tell you that never works. So it means to stay centered in your truth and awareness. You live your life from the space of the divine. Your heart is open wide. My tagline, I guess you're going to call it, love is the answer. Love is the answer. And I have people come to me and say, well, what do you mean by that? When we can be in that loving space and we love ourselves, whatever comes into our lives, we are then in that space of wholeness to deal with whatever came up. Love is the answer. If we are kind to one another, if we are raising up our neighbors instead of complaining about what's wrong in the household or in the neighborhood, we are the mystic. We have to raise the frequency. Not only today, not only this minute, every minute of our lives. And let me tell you, I fail miserably at times in my life, but I do not stay in the poop pile. I move out of that and go, oh, okay, where's my tribe? I've got some great women in my life, and one text and we're on it. So that's what we want to be. We want to be the mystic. We want to be that shining light out into the world. And when you go out into the world, like Costco say hi to the person in front of you. How's your day? People will either look at you like, why are they talking to me? Or it's like, wow, thank you. I'm good, how are you? And it may start a conversation. It's really amazing how closed off so many of us are. And the only way that's going to change is by those of us who are awakened to raise that consciousness so that those around us can feel that, like, oh, I don't know what that is, but I kind of get the chills when I walk by that person. What was that? And that just opened, that seed was just planted, that they're not sure what that was, but it's going to put them on a path that where they can find what works for them. Because not everything works for everybody. You got to find what works for you. And I had one client, she was suffering with addiction, and she beat the hell out of herself because she'd relapsed. She was like, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? You know, and I said, no, you're not. You're right where you're supposed to be. You're back here. We're good. Let's look at why you slipped back. I don't know how to pray. I said, wow. Can you elaborate on that? She says, well, I get on my knees and I start talking and I don't get it. So I said, who told you you had to get on your knees? Well, a sponsor told me that. And I said, and did you tell them that that doesn't work for you? And they went, I could do that? And so we worked, I got her sponsor involved and we worked on that. And she was like, oh my God, you mean there's no right or wrong way? I said, yeah, no, as far as I know, God ain't sitting up there going, okay, they did it right today. Okay, they did it right today. Oh, wait, over there. Oh, crap, we got to go over there and help that guy out. That's not the way it works. God doesn't judge us, we judge ourselves. So I invite you this week to walk in the light of the divine, the light of the universe, the light of God. Feel. So many are closed off. We want to feel. And it doesn't matter if it's feeling sadness, if it's feeling ecstatic joy, just feel. Because once we start to recognize those things, then we can move on that path. And we have lots of practitioners here that can help move along that path so that you can live the life that you expect. You are here to be magnificent. And guess what? You are, right in this moment, you are a magnificent being of light. And so I just want you to go out into the world this week and say yes. Yes. What is mine to do? What do I need to release? What do I need to embrace? Dr. Michael Beckwith, The Visioning Process. And you will be still and listen. Be still and know. So let's close our eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And as you release that breath, feel your wholeness right in this very moment. As we know that there is one divine mind, and that we reside in it, and we rejoice in that one mind. We rejoice in that connection with our God. And we say, yes, yes, I walk through this week with love in my heart. I walk through this week with joy and kindness, and I know it comes back to me. And I give, and I am of service where I am drawn to be. And I say yes, and I say thank you. We give great thanks for this morning and all that we have experienced. Those seeds have been planted. The laughter, the sadness, the joy, it is all God. And so we just know that God is right here, right now, ever present, saying yes. And in gratitude, we say thank you, Father, Mother God. Thank you as you guide me home. And so we just know as we release the word, it is done unto us as we believe. And we believe in the truth, in integrity, in authenticity. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. Thank you.
Are you still resonating with that? Do you want to send her some more love? Shall we?
Thank you. Thank you.
Your words were clearly and completely my week, all week. And the songs we're singing, you spoke them in your talk. So if you want to join, there's a mic. I'm going to be performing for you There Is Only Love, and that's by Michael Gott and Karen Drew. And we've sung this song here, so if you know it, please join. And if anybody wants to stand up, please. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. Marketing love now. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Oh, love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. Sing to your heart. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. Sing with me, there's only love. There is only love. Twice more. There is only love. Grounded here. Grounded here. There is only love. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dina. That's one of my favorite songs. Okay. Now is time for our offering. So if you could take your gifts and your tithes and your offering and hold them over your heart. And as we say together, today I give in love and joy from the overflow of abundance in my life. My gift goes forward to bless and uplift, fulfilling the purpose of our spiritual community. Lives are transformed. I am grateful, and so it is.
You didn't know that, right? What is mine to give? What is mine to do? All I want is to share myself with you. So I stand here asking, what can I do? What is mine to give? I give it to you. What is mine to give? What is mine to do? All I want is to share myself with you. So I stand here asking, what can I do? What is mine to give? I give it to you. What is mine to give? What is mine to do? All I want is to share myself with you. So I stand here asking, what can I do? What is mine to give? I give it to you. What is mine? What is mine to give? What is mine to What is mine to do? All I want is to share. All I want is to share myself with you. So I stand here asking, what can I do? What is mine to give? I give it to you. What is mine to give? What is mine to do? All I want is to share myself with you. So I stand here asking, what can I do? What is mine to give? Yes, I give it to you. What is mine to give? What is mine to do? All I want is to share myself with you. So I stand here asking, what can I do? What is mine to give? I give it to you. What is mine to give? What is mine to do? All I want is to share myself with you. So I stand here asking, what can I do? What is mine to give? I give it to you. Oh, what is mine to give? I give it to you.
And so we just bless the tithes that have come in today. We know that the financial aspect of this spiritual center is strong and healthy and whole. And we know that as we give, we receive. And we know that this is a gift of God, from God, to God. And so we just say, thank you. Thank you for this and so much more. And so it is. Amen. Thank you.
Okay, if you'll all make a circle around the sanctuary. And don't join hands yet. Just hold out your hands to each other.
You're gonna be right next to me, so I go like this. Just keep it in the middle.
Okay. Okay, now if you just look at each other and repeat after me. We know who you truly are.
We know who you truly are.
You are a unique way that Spirit is expressing.
You are a unique way that Spirit is expressing.
We love you.
We love you.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
We thank God for you.
We thank God for you.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Now, if you'll all join hands for the peace sound song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Thank you.